Hello everyone, welcome back to WhiskyWars. So we have two Irish whiskies battling out today from Bushmills, which I haven't reviewed before on the channel. Both these whiskies are 40%, and we have the Bushmills 10-year versus the Bushmills Black Bush, which is going to be quite a sherry forward whiskey. Straight away on the nose, I'm getting a lovely strawberries and cream coming through. It is really quite creamy, but also sweet. But there's something a little bit different about this whiskey on the nose. It's not too sweet, there's something pulling it back. It's almost a little bit grassy, a little bit herbal on the nose. I'm getting something a little bit strong on the nose as well though. And it's almost like a really, really weak, subtle licorice. But there's something, just giving it something a little bit different that I'm not quite used to on the nose of an Irish whiskey. And it's really quite pleasant. Yes, the vanilla is coming through as well. A little bit of a stewed pear coming through, but it's mainly gonna, that's just the little bit there. More so, it's gonna be strawberries and cream with that little bit of licorice, just giving it something a little bit different. And then also it goes a little bit lighter and more floral forward with a little bit of a herbal quality, just stopping it from getting too sweet. Really nice. That is really nice on the nose. Quite complex as well. You could sit there and start picking out a little bit more with a bit more time. The Black Bush, as you probably would have expected, it's going to be much more sherried. Oranges, but it's coming off a little bit sticky like a marmalade jam. Definitely tinned apricots coming through. That's sugar syrup, quite sticky fruit. With a little bit of a red wine, and then there's just something on that back end. It's just coming off a little bit dusty, like a dried raisin. There's a dried fruit in the back end. Anyway, we'll start off with the taste of the 10-year. Okay, so not as creamy as I thought I was going to get on the taste. It's a little bit more refreshing. It's quite juicy. There's a sweetness there, but it's not going to be anything red fruit wise. It's almost like a fig, a little bit sweet but quite a watery sweetness, but it's very juicy and refreshing. I really like this. The vanilla comes through a little bit on the taste too, but I'd say it's going to be a bit more juicy than creamy, whereas on the nose I thought it'd be a little bit different than that. Still getting a little bit of something that's reminding me of licorice on that taste, as well as the nose. And it does keep it interesting for me. Do you know, it might be a little bit aniseedy, just a touch of aniseed coming through there on the taste. Maybe a hint of menthol, giving it that, maybe that herbal quality that I was thinking of, that minty vibe. Yes, I'm going to say a little bit of menthol and licorice, but not much. Majority it's going to be vanilla, but it's going to be, instead of creamy vanilla, it's going to be more of a juicy sweetness, and I'd put that towards a fig. It's really nice, that 10-year. Just what you're expecting from the Black Bush on the nose as you get on the taste. Just on the back end, it's going to be a little bit more oaky. You're going to get a little bit more wood spice, just maybe keeping it alive a little bit, stopping it from getting too sweet, but that's very reminiscent of sherry cask finished whiskies. The sherry oak does seem to give the whiskey, for me at least, a little bit more of a wood spice. However, it's incredibly sweet. Red fruits, as well as that orange marmalade, tinned apricots giving that sugar syrup coming through. Both these whiskies are easy drinkers. You can relax with both of them. If you like picking out notes a little bit more, you're going to prefer the 10-year because there's a little bit more going on. However, the Black Bush is a fantastic whiskey. It's also the slightly cheaper of the two. Usually around £20 in the UK, €25 in Europe, and especially Ireland. Whereas the Bushmills 10-year is going to be around £25 in the UK, pushing up to £30. So, and they're usually the price on offer of both of them. Full retail, you pay a little bit more. However, I do see them quite regular on sales for those prices. So if you find them near your area for anything close to those prices, I'd strongly recommend either. I have seen the Bushmills full price at €40. I don't think it's worth €40. For the cheaper price though, both these whiskies receive maximum marks from me. I really do like both of them for a cheap price. Easy drinking, relaxed whiskies, and I recommend both. However, I've got to pick one. I did pay £25 for this Bushmills 10, therefore I am going to give this one the win today. Fantastic, light, refreshing, juicy fig, slightly herbal, but also quite sweet, beautiful whiskey. The Black Bush, you know what you're going to get. If you like sherried whiskies, especially sherried Irish whiskies, you're going to love the Black Bush. So really, this one comes down to you. And let me know down in the comments which ones you prefer out of the two. And if you like the video, as always, please click like on the video. And don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. We're almost on 500 subscribers. I think we're on 499. So just one of you, if you could click subscribe down below, that would mean a lot. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all for the next Whiskey War.